Let's go, Reading Fightin' Phil fans. We are coming off a big 5-3 win yesterday over the Richmond Flying Squirrels, and now we are 5-4 in the second half. 2 games back from first place. That's the Portland Sea Dogs, but we're looking for another win today. Reading going to stick as their Los Luchadores stay Reading the alternate identity here at the Diamond in Richmond, Virginia, and Richmond is going to take on their Copa identity as well, the Ardias Viares, which are Diaz Voladores, which is flying squirrels in Spanish, so that makes a lot of sense. They're going to be playing as the Voladores today. That is a lime green top and blue cap sleeves with blue letterings. These are very bright uniforms. The Fightin' Phils have the yellow cap sleeves with the black and red. Luchadores versus Voladores here at the Diamond. First pitch coming up in just a moment. A spot start for Bubby Rossman, although I feel like I can't even really say spot start anymore. He's almost joined the rotation, the starter for the bullpen games for the Fightins. They'll be going against the top prospect for the San Francisco Giants, number 2, lefty Kyle Harrison. So it's going to be a big game for the Fightins. He has been dominating both high A and double A. But the Fightins typically hit well off of lefties. Salgazzo returning to the lineup today, so we'll have a switch hitter in as well. I'm really interested in today's game, and I'm hoping that it works out well for the Fightin' Phils. They've got a solid lineup here today against Kyle Harrison as we wait for the starting pitcher to be ready for the Flying Squirrels. Kelvis Velez, the crew chief, shifts back behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. We'll see how that goes tonight. Nobody had an issue with Sean Cassidy yesterday, but both teams have not liked Kelvis Velez and Jude Corey, who's at first. Cassidy at third base today. So we will see how today's contest goes. It is hot once again here in Richmond, Virginia. Now, there is a slight breeze today pushing right to left out of the ballpark. It's 89 right now. The feels like is 97 degrees, 56% humidity. And the wind just pushing 5 miles an hour. There are some dark clouds beyond the stadium. I think we should be good to go for the game. It's rained almost every day since we've been here, but nothing has impacted the game. We'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be the big one that we'll have to work against here at the Diamond. But so far, so good. Your Fightin' Phils are down 2-1 in the series, so looking to tie it up today. Yesterday was a fun day. Wendell Rijo had 2 home runs, including the game winner in the top of the 9th. Simone Muzziotti had his first of the season. And the Fightin' Phils also saw 2 more from Johan Rojas. O'Hoppe had an RBI single. And Brian Marconi, his 11th save of the season. That's team leading and Eastern League leading. Well, we're finally ready for the playing of the national anthem, so we're going to throw it down there. And we'll be back for first pitch here at the Diamond. Beautiful national anthem here at the Diamond as your Reading Fightin' Phils get ready to start game number 4 of the 6-game set. A hot, sunny Friday. First time that the sun has peeked through the clouds this series. But the way that this ballpark is set up is that it sets behind us, and this is kind of like a dome, half a football field. So the infield, left and right, are already in the shade. It's just a giant portion of center field is still in the sun as it goes back beyond this park. That will be the main issue. Gigliotti out there for the Flying Squirrels right now. Simone Muzziotti will be out in center field for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the defensive positions for the Flying Squirrels. As I said, lefty Kyle Harrison on the mound. He'll be throwing to Brandon Martirano back behind the plate. Diego Rincones comes in left, Gigliotti in center, and Franklin Labor in right. Roby and Fitzgerald remain on the left side of the infield. Shane Matheny coming in at second, and Frankie Tostado staying put at first base. Muzziotti leading off, Rojas and Rijo sliding into that number 3 spot today, deservedly so. Jalen Ortiz in the cleanup role. Jack Conley batting 5th. He'll be catching tonight. AJ Graffinino is our designated hitter. Kevin Vicuña, Jonathan Guzman, and Sal Gazzo round out 7 through 9, respectively. Rijo's first time in that 3-hole. I imagine he'll slide in there very nicely. Lefty Kyle Harrison, 7 starts in high A Eugene, and 7 starts here for Double A. This is one of the leagues that's a little bit different. Usually these guys have seen each other growing up, low A, high A, but the way that the Giants affiliates are set up, East Coast, West Coast, they're a little bit all over the place. And so Eugene, Oregon is their high A affiliate. This isn't like Jersey Shore has seen Brooklyn, has seen Hudson Valley. No, this is the first time that these guys will face off against Kyle Harrison as he gets ready for number 8 here in Double A. The lefty Muzziotti steps in, and the first pitch of the game is a called strike at 6:38 here in Richmond, Virginia. Muzziotti, his first home run of the season yesterday, takes the ball below the knees. Also had a walk and an RBI in the 9th that gave the Fightin' Phils an insurance run. Pokes this sharply off the end of his bat, foul. Harrison was a 1.55 ERA in 7 starts in high A. He struck out half the batters he faced, so naturally he got promoted to Double A. He's been 3-1 in 7 starts with a 3.72 ERA. That's pretty solid for the lefty as he comes outside, and the count evens 2-2. Listed as number 2 for the San Francisco Giants and number 27 overall on MLB Pipeline. Muzzy checks his swing, but he doesn't go around, and now the count is full. Fightin' Phils are going to try to attack early, see if they can get anything out of Harrison. He's had a couple starts that are just blips on the radar. As the payoff pitch is in the dirt, the Fightin' Phils will start things off with a base runner here as Muzziotti gets on. I think they're going to want to take advantage of every base runner that they get. Longest outing of the season for Harrison was 7 innings of work against Portland. Allowed 2 hits and 2 runs, 1 walk to 11 strikeouts. That was a career high. Muzzy taking off immediately, and the bunt is foul, and it went into Martirano behind the plate. He was sprawled out there for a second. Tapped him on the right ankle. He's having trouble getting off, and that was a tough hit and run there for the Fightin' Phils. 1, they know the bunt's coming, and 2, they know Muzziotti's going. And we're going to see a visit from the manager, Dennis Pelfrey, here to talk to his catcher. Now the trainer is coming out as well. That's Chris Walsh back behind the plate. I'm a little surprised they go with Martirano back there. He was 0 for 4 yesterday, and Ricardo Genoves is their true catcher, but I don't know if they like this matchup here with the youngster Kyle Harrison. He's ranked first in all of minor league baseball with a strikeout percentage, 43% of the batters he's faced. That's insane. And second overall in total strikeouts, with 116 strikeouts, and the person above him has 120, so that's like barely there. But the Fightin' Phils started off against him. Muzziotti walking down to first. Johan Rojas with a bunt attempt took a strike. Harrison is waiting for his catcher to be ready. Trying to put some pressure on that right ankle. Looks like Martirano is going to stay in this game. Still talking to the manager and the trainer, but he'll put his helmet back on, and much to the cheers of the crowd, he'll stay in this contest. Rojas just waiting off to the side. See if they give Harrison any warm-up pitches. Kelvis Velez saying something to the catcher back behind the plate, looking. Rojas is waiting to step in. Gives him a pat as well. No, I don't think anybody wants to see anybody get hurt here in this game. Everybody just trying to level up. So, in the top of the first, nobody out, runner on first. Johan Rojas has an 0-1 count. Lefty Harrison looks over at Muzi, and he takes a swinging strike. There's a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Features a fastball and a big slider that is actually rated as Baseball America by the Giants' best slider in the organization. Also working on a change, so you'll see that fastball top out at 98, the slider 82 to 85, and the change somewhere in the middle of that. As Rojas takes a ball, 1-2 smacked very sharply down the left field line. It is foul, but it is long out of the ballpark. If he can move that over about 20 or so feet, that'll be the same spot Wendell Rijo was hitting all last night. Muzi hasn't attempted to go again. Matheny not too far from the bag at second, and especially with lefty Harrison has a good vantage point. Now he's going, he's taking off. This is up in the air. Here's the throw. He slides in, and they get him. You knew they were going to be aggressive on the base pass when they got a runner on here, which is tough to do against Harrison, and I think just hoping that worked out in their favor, but it doesn't. A caught stealing 2-4 in your scorebooks. Rojas sends this to the shortstop onto first, and there is two very quickly. Here's Wendell Rijo, the man who did a lot of damage last night. Righties bat just 176 against Harrison. Lefties bat 208. Not too much of a discrepancy there. Takes back-to-back balls to start off this at-bat. Rijo certainly walks a lot, 3 times in the game on Wednesday night. Actually riding a really solid on-base streak as the 2-0 is swatted foul down the third base side. 9 games in a row he's been on base. He's accumulated 12 hits and 8 walks. That tracks back to June 26. It's his longest on-base streak of the season. So if he could get on somehow, some way today, I think he might have splintered his bat there. He's going to go to the dugout. He's in the dugout now. Now he's exchanging his bats with Jonathan Guzman. And he'll come back out with a 2-1 count, 2 outs here, nobody on in the top of the first. The Fightin' Phils looking to score first. They're much better when they score the first run of the game. They're 24-14. Yesterday, They did not score the first run of the game, but they did come back. They're 10-30 when the opponent scores first. Here's a 2-1 to Rijo. Sends this into left. Racing in is Rincones, and he has to make a jumping catch to catch that. He didn't play it super well, but he does get the out. And the Fightin' Phils go down in order after a leadoff walk. To the bottom half we go. Bubby Rossman out for the Fightin', scoreless at the Diamond.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Bubby Rossman will get his 8th start of the season, which is pretty incredible since he's a reliever. But I've got his split differences here, and he's been actually really good out of the gate. We haven't seen him get more than 2 frames this season, no matter what his pitch count. But when he starts, a 2.77 ERA, just 4 earned runs and 17 strikeouts. Now, the month of June was his month. Pitched 12 innings for a 1.50 ERA. He gave up just 8 hits, 2 earned runs, and he struck out 14. Held batters to a 190 average. This is his 3rd inning in July. He'll see Mike Gigliotti, who got the day off yesterday. He takes a swinging strike on a breaking ball. Shane Matheny and Diego Rincones also due up. Frankie Tostado staying in the cleanup role. Sean Roby batting 5th, Tyler Fitzgerald 6th, and then Martirano, Smith, and Labor 7 through 9. Righty, another breaking ball gets Gigliotti down 0-2. Bubby Rossman throwing to Jack Conley back behind the plate. Logan O'Hoppe getting the day off, and Vito Friscia is playing for Team Italy. So just 2 listed catchers on the roster. The guy that's been helping them out, Sal Gazzo, is in the lineup today. Ground ball right to first. There's Kevin Vicuña. He's going to step on the bag and make the play for out number 1. And we didn't even get to talk yet about Kevin playing over at first. That's his 3rd game there. With the promotion of Josh Ockamy, that position has really gone to Aldrim Corridor. Kevin's had 2 games there. Vito Friscia, who obviously is in Amsterdam right now. He had 2 games there, and then Madison Stokes is 2 as well. So right now, the first basemen are Aldrim Corridor and Kevin Vicuña. Corridor is getting the day off. Sal Gazzo back at second base, Jonathan Guzman at short, and Wendell Rijo at third, as Shane Matheny takes a first pitch strike. And then Rojas at left, Muzi at center, and Ortiz at right. That's a heck of an outfield here in Double-A Reading as the pitch comes above the letters, 1-1. So I wonder who is catching out in the bullpen today. There are a couple coordinators here, so it could be one of them. Let me see if our video guy knows. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. Rossman hitting 97. And he gets strike number 2. Looking to keep him scoreless in the bottom of the first, give his team a chance to get on top. 26 appearances for Bubby, 7 of them starts. Pitch clock violation, taking too long And he'll take an automatic ball that makes the count 2-2. I said before, it's interesting how much it varies series to series. We've now seen 4 pitch clock violations already in the 4 games we've been here. 3 against the Fightin' Phil's arms. And that is a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Matheny heads back to the dugout without number 2. Just 1 pitch clock violation on the Flying Squirrels. But if you go back to like the last 3 series, we didn't see any violations. So it's interesting which crew calls it, who's running the system. I mean, there's a set of notes you have to follow, but at the end of the day, it's vaguely subjective about when you start I know you're supposed to start it like when the pitcher gets the ball back or when the play is ended, when the out call is made, but it's not always that fluid. A first pitch strike here to Diego Rincones. He had the day off yesterday. He came in to pinch hit for Franklin Labor in the bottom of the 9th, and he struck out looking, and he was angry. But he went back to the dugout. 0-2 here. Rossman looking for a 1-2-3 frame. This is poked off the bat, sharply foul. And we'll go again. Scoreless at the diamond, bottom of the 1st inning. Rossman, that was pitch number 10 here. Ties him up on the inside, backhanded by Rossman. He'll go underhand over to Kevin Vicuña. What a fluid play by the pitcher. And there is out number 3. He sets him down in order. To the second we go, scoreless here at the diamond. Fans, don't go anywhere.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me. Everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Fightin' Phil's got a walk off of Kyle Harrison, a runner on, but Simone Muzziotti was caught stealing, so he ended up facing the minimum in the first. Bubby Rossman did the same in the bottom half, so now we are scoreless in the top of the second. Jalen Ortiz, Jack Conley, and A.J. Graffinino do up. The righty Ortiz takes the first pitch strike. Now, Harrison needed 16 offerings to get out of the first. What I think is going to be crucial for the Fightin' Phils today is to work him for pitches through each at-bat. Swing and a miss there by Jalen makes it 0-2. This guy, they let them go deep in San Francisco. He's had 2 outings where he's thrown 102 offerings and a bunch of others in the high 80s and low 90s as Jalen sends this out to right field and holds up in the sky. Labor camping under it. He'll make the catch, and there is out number 1. Sun is set far enough behind the back of the stadium that the entire field is now covered in the shadows, so hopefully that won't be an issue on either side as Jack Conley comes up with 1 away. Jack puts the bat on his right shoulder, had the night off yesterday. One for 4 and a walk. Back on Monday as he takes ball number 2. Phillies don't play until 8 o'clock tonight. They are on the road against the St. Louis Cardinals. Conley takes ball 3 above the letters. Lehigh Valley just about to begin their game. They're at home at Coca-Cola Park against Rochester. Jersey Shore, a 7 o'clock start as well. They're going to have a fun weekend. They've got Mick Abel, Ben Brown, and Andrew Painter all due up for starts. Here's a 3-0. Clips the inside corner, 3-1. And Johan Camargo will be rehabbing in Lehigh Valley as well. As this is above the letters, Conley takes ball 4, and the Fightin' Phils will have their second walk of the game here against Kyles Harrison. Jogs down to first. Runner on with 1 out for A.J. Graffinino. Harrison is just 20 years old, one of the youngest players in all of AA. He doesn't turn 21 until late August. Third baseman playing in here against the lefty Graffinino. They've got a shift on him as he takes a called strike 1. Conley shuffles off the bag at first. Tostado's holding him on. Nino sends this foul. Down 0-2. Clearwater put up a 5 spot in the first against Dunedin. Nick Maton had an RBI single. He'll be playing out at second base, so we'll keep an eye on his rehab as well as Camargo's as well. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 0-2. It's outside. Scoreless at the Diamond here in Richmond. Harrison out of the stretch, looks over at the runner on first, brings his glove down to his chest, now looks back, fourth, he'll come home. This is a slow roller up to first. Harrison's going to try to turn 2, and they get the play at first. It goes 1-6-3 in your scorebooks, and the Fightin' Phils are down again, facing the minimum as Harrison, even though he has a base runner. So to the bottom half we go. Should see Bubby Rossman out in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Rossman out for another inning of work despite 2 walks. Kyle Harrison has faced the minimum in both innings, so we are scoreless here in the bottom of the second. Frankie Tostado, Sean Roby, and Tyler Fitzgerald due up. Fightin' Phils wearing those luchadores stay Reading here on Copa night at the Diamond. The Fightins love this uniform, represents a masked wrestler, the fighting spirit of Reading and of these baseball players. It's the black jersey top with the yellow lettering and the yellow cap sleeves, the big luchador mask on the front with the matching red, white, and black caps, and they'll wear their road gray pants as well. Rossman sends a first pitch inside to Frankie Tostado. He shows signs of bunt but pulls back. They're in their Ardias Voladoras uniforms. It's a lime green top with blue capped sleeves, a black hat with a flying squirrel logo on the front, and a green brim. And the home white pants as well. So very vibrant jerseys today. Lays down the bunt. It rolls foul. It's a nice bunt, but just foul. So I guess it's not a nice bunt as it moves 1-1. Fightin' Phils love playing as the Luchadors as well. They're 12-6 in this jersey. Don't know if they track that at all here for the Flying Squirrels. They wear them every Friday, I believe, here in Richmond. Reading travels with them. Richmond, A, asked if we could wear them today, but B, I think they would have brought them and wore them anyways. Bunt again, and he lays it down very sharp to Wendell Rijo on the run over to first. And there's out number 1. Just a little too much smoke on it. Here's the righty, Sean Roby. Roby's already had 2 home runs in the series. Last night, his 22nd. 18 of them have been here at Richmond, which is arguably the hardest ballpark in the Eastern League to hit a home run. Bats .292 at home, .155 on the road as he takes a swinging strike. Down 0-1. Sends it foul. Down 0-2. Rossman has seen a pitch count as high as in the 40s. Never seen him go more than 2 frames, though. Only 16 offerings with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. It's a bullpen day for the Fightin', so typically we'll see 2 from everybody that comes out as the 0-2 is sent foul. Probably not McKay, Moore, or Marconi unless it's a save situation for Bryan at the end since they played yesterday. Probably see Jack Perkins, I would think. Adams, maybe. Reyes. Those are guys that we saw on Monday. Just misses the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Billy Sullivan, perhaps. Manager Sean Williams has a good amount of options today. Righty Griff McGarry was placed on the injured list prior to game time, retroactive to his last start as this ball comes in the dirt. So, see how that affects the starting rotation next week. 7-day IL, so he won't be available until next Wednesday, Thursday. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The righty taking a deep breath before stepping on the first base side of the rubber. Facing the left field. While he comes home, Roby bats this foul into the second deck. So the way this ballpark is set up, I said like a football field. They've got the first level, which is right down along the field. Then they've got a row of suites, that is the concourse level, and then a section above that goes pretty high up. I am in that section. I'm at the base of that section above, so I'm about a story up. This has gone right back to Rossman. Roby doesn't even try to run it out. He actually takes his bat with him. Bobby goes underhanded over to first for out number 2. That's 2 plays made by the pitcher. And here's Tyler Fitzgerald. This is game number 80 of 138 here for the Fightin' Phils. 58 games left to go. Is that right? That's crazy. About a week and a half out from the All-Star break, we'll see Logan O'Hoppe and Eric Miller go to play in that Futures game. Kyle Harrison, the lefty that's starting against us tonight, he'll be going to the Futures game as well, as Rossman gets a first pitch strike and then a foul ball back by Fitzgerald. He's got him 0-2. Of course, that will also include the Home Run Derby for the major leagues and the All-Star Game. We'll break for that. We don't have our own All-Star Game. That was kind of banged with the pandemic, and I'm not sure they're ever going to bring that back, to be completely frank. 0-2 is sent foul. But it stays intact for the major leagues. That's at Dodger Stadium in LA. Two outs here for Rossman, scoreless in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-2. Conley tries to keep it in, but it's just outside, and now it's 1-2. Wind pushing from right to left, just moving the flags in the wind. Nothing aggressive, but a little breeze out there today, which I think everyone appreciates. This is another foul ball back. Certainly working Bubby here. 25 pitches for the reliever. Nobody up in the bullpen. This is his frame. He's already got two outs. Here's the 1-2. Falls right into the strike zone, and a caught looking will end this frame. Tyler Fitzgerald with out number 3. Rossman faces the minimum through 2-on-2. The top of the third here at the Diamond, scoreless in Richmond.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Fightin' Phils have gotten 2 walks out of Kyle Harrison. He's ended up facing the minimum with a caught stealing and a double play. So the walks haven't done any damage yet. No hits on either side as Kevin Vicuña, Jonathan Guzman, and Sal Gazzo are due up in this frame. Trying to perhaps get something started. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders back deep here to Kevin, who takes a first pitch ball. Kevin's got some fans in the crowd as he sends this blooper into shallow right. Racing in is Franklin LeBoer. There is out number 1. Here's Jonathan Guzman. Guzzi had a walk in yesterday's contest and a very important sac bunt in the 9th that put a runner in scoring position. Put 2 runners, actually, in scoring position. Sends this out to right center field. On the run is Gigliotti, and he makes the catch. Well struck by Jonathan. But it makes out number 2, and here is the switch hitter, Sal Gazzo, who's going to bat from the right side against the lefty. Two outs quickly here, top of the third, scoreless at the Diamond. Sal takes a pitch outside, his first game of this series. Now he holds off on one inside. After Sal, we'll go back to the top of the order with Simone Muzziotti. Takes a swinging strike on a 92-mile-an-hour pitch, 2-1. Gazzo takes this into right center field as well. This time it's Franklin LeBoer who makes the catch. All opposite balls hit in the air for the Fightin' Phils. They go down in order. To the bottom of the third we go. And we are going to see Bubby Rossman for a third inning here for the first time this season.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
For the first time this season, we'll see Bubby Rossman attack the third inning. He's not allowed a base runner yet so far. Scoreless. Into the bottom half, Martirano, Smith, and Labor also due up. He sends Martirano a first pitch ball. Rossman has not been affiliated with the minor leagues since 2016, back when he was with the Dodger system. Did go 3 innings a couple times. He's always been in relief as he gets a swinging strike on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So he's still dealing pretty solid velocity here. And there's nobody up in the bullpen, and they are going to trust him with this. Came into this frame with 27 pitches under his belt. He comes inside, 2 balls and a strike. Highest pitch count of the season, 43 offerings. He's done that twice as he hits the strike zone. It evens 2 and 2, alternating back to the fastball a couple times in the mid-30s, so this is nothing new for him. It's just the frame that changes. Go through the lineup one time. Conley looks to get the call in the inside corner. Kelvis Velez doesn't give it to him, and it's the first full count offering here. Rossman has played with independent ball for the past few seasons as the payoff pitch is a swing and a miss. 97 he hits there when he gets the strikeout here to start the third, his third K of the game. And here is Armani Smith, who's the designated hitter today. Played with Sioux City. Also some stints in the Canadian American Association, the City of Champions Cup, and in the Atlantic League, most recently in York. So it's actually interesting because now he's spent 2 seasons in a row in Pennsylvania. First pitch strike here to Armani Smith. He had the big 2-run double that tied up the game in the 7th. Also walked in the 9th Fightins took the lead in the top of the ninth on that Wendell Rijo homer. They added another run off the bat of Simone Muzziotti. Richmond tried to rally in the bottom half, but Brian Marconi shut them down. No balls and 2 strikes here to Armani Smith, the righty and righty. Gets a big swinging strike, a wild pitch. Conley has to chase, but he fires it down to first. It's almost like Smith didn't even know that was a swinging strike, even though he took a swinging strike. And that is out number 2. You can put 2-3 after the K there in your scorebook. 5 strikeouts is the highest strikeout count for Rossman on the season. Did that back on May 26th versus Binghamton. That's actually a career high for him. He did it a couple times at affiliated ball. And did it once this year. Hits the outside corner. Gets strike number 1 against Franklin the Boar. Tough day at the plate yesterday. He did get a single, also 2 strikeouts, and then he was pinch hit for in the bottom of the 9th. Now, obviously, you know Rincones has the power, but I wonder how that makes somebody feel. I don't know. Just below the knees, the count moves to 1-2. Big swing and a miss with that fastball again. 1-2. Rossman facing out to left. Ground ball. Gets under the glove of Wendell Rijo at third, and that is the first hit of the game on either side. And the first base runner for the Flying Squirrels. It'll go in as a base hit. And there's a runner on as we go back to the top of the order. Here's Mike Gigliotti. Rossman up to 40 pitches here. He's got 2 outs, but a runner on first in a scoreless game. Bottom of the 3rd, Gigliotti grounded out to first. His first time up, and he's in on the left side. Takes a swinging strike to start him off. Oh my God. Rossman looked like he had him picked off, and then he sent the ball into the stands. And Sean's going to come out and argue that he shouldn't go over to third. It didn't really go out of the field of play. Should get second because he was taking off, and it looked like Rossman had him, and then he just threw the ball over Kevin Bacuna at first. It didn't go actually into the crowd. It was just trickling over near the dugout. And now the umpires are going to come in here and discuss about whether or not he should get third or not. They award somebody an extra base when it goes out of the field of play. So that way, they do that so that way you just like don't keep running and you come home. Sort of like a ground rule double. And they're deciding if he should get just second on a stolen base or the ball did go out of the field of play and he gets third. That would be a very different position here for the Fightin' Phils to be in. They do have 2 outs, and Gigliotti does have an 0-1 count. Surprised they're not giving me a replay on this to see. They're all just very serious discussion. And a lot of gum chewing going on with those umpires, and they are going to give him third, saying it came out of the field of play. And now Sean is continuing to talk to Kelvis Velez, who is the crew chief as well as the home plate umpire today. Flying Squirrels will have a runner on third with 2 outs here. Does get credit for the stolen base, and then E1 allowed him to advance to third. Rossman still has a chance to get out of this inning without any damage on the board. Scott Gigliotti, 0-1, looks to lay down a bunt. It's foul, and that's tough because now he probably won't lay down a bunt again with 2 strikes. And this is where Rossman's going to have to remain mentally tough. Made a little error, but you can still get out of it without any trouble. Facing left field, 2 outs, runner on third. Just outside. We'll go again. And Jack Conley's going to have to be perfect back behind the plate as well. This is shot out to center field. Muzziotti taking a couple steps back. He makes the catch. Excuse me, that is Rojas out in center today. He makes the catch, and that will do it. Scoreless. Rossman stays tough with a runner on third. We'll head to the 4th here in Richmond, Virginia.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bobby Rossman has held the Flying Squirrels scoreless, only allowing 1 hit, stranding him on third through 3. No score as we head into the 4th. Reading has had 2 base runners via walks, but no hits. They'll have the top of the order second time around against Kyle Harrison, Muzziotti, Rojas, and Rijo. Lefty Harrison. 35 pitches under his belt. Sky is getting a little dark behind the field. I don't think we're supposed to be getting rain until well after post-game, but I do think it will run through tomorrow, so we'll have to see how that works. If I check the free app on my phone, it says it's not supposed to start raining until 2 a.m. Take that as you will, as Simone takes the first pitch strike. It's the outside corner, 0-2. Muzziotti walked his first time up, was caught stealing as he sends this back into the net behind home plate. Shift on the lefty batter here. The wind also has shifted, blowing, gusting, I will call it, inside the park. Ground ball pulls it past the second baseman, and it trickles into right. There's the first hit of the game for the Fightin' Phils. A very quiet base hit from Muzziotti. Gets himself on first. And here's Johan Rojas with a runner on and nobody out. Is somebody up in the bullpen now for the Fightin' Phils? Logan O'Hoppe is out there. Maybe that's Billy Sullivan. Can't say for certain, as Rojas sends this foul into the crowd. Kyle Harrison, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2020, so just his 2nd professional season out of San Jose, California. Rojas very sharply fouls this one back way out of the stadium. Been compared to Madison Bumgarner, which is a very big comparison. That's a lot of shoes to fill for someone who's only 20 years old. But so far, so good. Looks over at Muziati on first. Now he comes home to Rojas. And he goes down swinging on a high fastball. There is out number 1 here in the 4th. That's actually the first strikeout of the game, which is very impressive since strikeouts are really Kyle Harrison's thing. Muziati still out on first after a leadoff hit here in the top of the 4th. We are scoreless as Wendell Rijo steps up. And he takes the first pitch strike. Wendell had his 8th multi-hit game yesterday with 2 home runs. Time is called. Very late time called, but it was granted. Just 1 of 4 players to have multi-homer games. Jalen Ortiz, Josh Ockamy, and Logan O'Hoppe also had multi-homer games. The Fightin Phils have also used the long ball a lot to win games. That was the 12th time that they've hit a game-winning home run as Rijo takes this inside 0-2. Now a game-winning home run could happen in the top of the 9th like it did last night. It could also happen in the 1st if that's the only run of the game. So all of those situations count. Runner on first. Harrison gives him a look. Here's the 0-2. Rijo chops this right side. First baseman to short, back to first. They turn 2. Another inning where Harrison gives up a base and then uses a double play to end up facing the minimum. Fightin Phils do get their first hit on the board. We are still scoreless here as we enter the bottom half. We'll see who comes out of the bullpen for the Fightins in just one moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Billy Sullivan gets the call out of the bullpen here for the Fightin Phils. I would think he gets 2 innings, but I guess we'll have to see how it goes. And, of course, we'll have to see what manager Sean Williams thinks since he's the one who makes all the calls. Sullivan comes out after 3 clean innings of work from Bubby Rossman. He allowed just 1 hit. He did commit an error, but nobody scored. So we are scoreless into the bottom of the 4th here. Fightin Phils also had 1 hit, but another double play ball retired him. And so this will be a big frame as the Fightin Phils are using the bullpen to counter arguably one of the best starters in the Eastern League. Sullivan will see Shane Matheny, Diego Rincones, and Frankie Tostado here for the 4th inning. Righty on lefty matchup to start things off. First pitch coming outside. We saw Billy back on Monday. Pitched 2 clean innings of work, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts on 46 offerings. Ball in his right hand, leans over, gets the sign from Jack. Now he comes set, glove at the chest, and he gets a swinging strike out of Shane Matheny. Matheny struck out, looking his first time up. Billy comes inside, 2-1. Infield, outfield, back deep. That wind is pushing in the ballpark right now. Sullivan hits inside, and the count moves 3-1. Looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. He gets a swing and a miss, and the count evens full. And he gets him to chase. On the outside corner, on the full count pitch, Bubby Rossman picks up a strikeout to start off the 4th, and here is Diego Rincones. Sullivan comes upstairs here. Diego grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. He's getting the start out and left today. Designated hitter twice in this series. He'll take a strike. Billy really working the fastball here. So far topping at 94, but I've seen him with greater velocity this season. So we'll see what he offers here. Chop to second, backhanded by Gazzo over to first, and there's 2. Here's Frankie Tostado. 2 outs in the the bottom of the 4th, and we are scoreless here at the Diamond. Both teams have had just 1 hit so far. It's funny what a difference in the way this game is starting than yesterday's game. Yesterday, we had seen 3 home runs by this point. That's what I love about this sport. It's so different day to day. Gets Costado to check his swing. He takes strike 1. Last time he looked to lay down the bunt, and he ended up bunt grounding out to the third baseman. They've got a little shift on the lefty batter. Takes this sharply out to right. It's going to drop in. All the way to the wall it goes. Ortiz tracking it down. A stand-up double for Frankie Tostado with 2 outs here. And here's the heavy hitter, Sean Roby. Roby grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. He's done tons of damage so far, though, for the Flying Squirrels this season and even in this series. Still scoreless, bottom of the 4th. Billy already has 2 outs. There's a runner on second. As Roby steps in, he looks back. Now he comes home. He goes off speed to full Roby. Gets strike 1. Big Phils don't start until 8:15 at Busch Stadium. Lehigh Valley still scoreless against Rochester. Johan Camargo in that game rehabbing. A lot of former Fightins in the lineup out there as Billy comes home. Another breaking ball down and away, and he gets him 0-2. Camargo the DH, Akami at first. Jorge Bonifacio in left, Dalton Guthrie in center. Rafael Marchand back behind the plate, Scott Kingery at short, and Ollie Castillo at second. You love to see the former guys playing. I feel like this year more than ever we've been able to see that shine. This pitch is down and away, but it's a little bit too far down and away in the dirt, and the count moves to 1-2. Billy Sullivan hits his spot on the outside corner, completely fooling Sean Roby 3 straight times. He gets a strikeout to end the inning with a runner in scoring position, keeping it clean for the Fightin' Phils. To the 5th we go, tied at 0 here at the Diamond.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Peloton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Peloton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Peloton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Kyle Harrison back on the rubber here, top 5 at the Diamond. We are scoreless here. Harrison 45 pitches, so he is on pace to go deep into this game. Jalen Ortiz, Jack Conley, and AJ Graffanina, the Fightin' Phils, have had 2 walks and a hit by Muzziotti so far. Harrison comes inside to Jalen, ball 1. Hits the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights have come on here at the ballpark, a bit overcast overhead. A lot of clouds covering any kind of sun right now. This is above the letters, 2-1. This one hits the corner, 2-2. And this hits down and away. Ortiz is not happy with this call as he heads back to the dugout, a strikeout looking. That's happened quite a number of times this series. Back when Vito Fresia saw Kelvis Velez behind the plate on Monday, I don't think he was too happy. Watching this pitch back, that's tight. Here's Jack Conley from the right side. He walked his first time up, and he'll take ball number 1. Infield, outfield, back deep. Lefty. Hits outside. 1-1. Conley pokes this off the bat sharply foul into the second section up top. Glove of the chest for Harrison. Conley checks his swing, and they say he goes around. Punched out by Kelvis Velez. Back-to-back strikeouts. Number 2 and 3 here for Kyle Harrison, and now there's quickly 2 outs. Here's AJ Graffanina. From the left side here, time is called by the pitcher. Oh, nope, he doesn't get it. He violated the pitch clock. So he gets automatic ball one. It's a second pitch clock violation we've seen in this game, one on each side as Nino takes a pitch inside, and now he's ahead in the count 2-0. Really solid double and a run scored yesterday in the top of the ninth. In as the designated hitter after getting all his other starts at third base this season. 2 balls and a strike. Chases an off-speed pitch. Looks like, oh, there's the radar gun. It looked like it stopped working for a second, but now it picks back up. Harrison going off-speed with the slider. And he's got him 2-2. With 2 outs, lefty-lefty. Poked foul will go again. Fightin Phil's just 1 hit. 2 hits for the Flying Squirrels. The Reading has been issued 2 free passes, and they have not been issued 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nino sends this sky high right behind second base. Calling everybody off is Tyler Fitzgerald, and he'll make the catch on the infield dirt. And that'll do it. The Fightin Phils go down in order every single time so far, even with those base runners. So on to the bottom of the 5th we go. I think Billy Salt, nope, bullpen. We're going to the bullpen.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Fightin Phils will turn to Adam Leverett out of the bullpen for the first time this season. I was told he was going to be making the transition to the bullpen here, but this is the first time that we are seeing him. Scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. Richmond has been held to just 2 hits today as Adam gets a first pitch swinging strike out of Tyler Fitzgerald. He will also see Martirano and Armani Smith. Adam, 11 starts so far this season, 44 2/3 innings of work, but moving him to the bullpen here as he sends a ball into Fitzgerald. This is taken out to right center field. Rojas on the run, so is Ortiz, but it's Jalen who makes the catch for out number 1. We'll see what Adam brings to the table in this perspective. I like a change, you know. I think something that all teams talk about is the fact that most starters will end up transitioning to the bullpen just because each team has 5 or 6 starters, and typically you'll move. Like somebody like Jojo Romero spent his entire minor league career as a starter, then moved to the bullpen. That's how you get to the show for a lot of these guys. First pitch ball, second one inside here to Mark Toronto. He struck out swinging his first time up, although that was against Bubby Rossman. Billy Sullivan's final line, 1 inning of clean work. He did allow a hit. Got 2 strikeouts on 15 pitches. This is bumped back by Mark Toronto, and the count moves to 2-2. Leverett spent almost a month on the injured list, but he's back and he's feeling good. Drafted in the 15th round back in 2019. This pitch misses at the knees, and it's full here. Popped up right side. Going back is Gazzo, coming in as Ortiz. It's Jalen who's going to make the catch again. Both balls hit to right, both outs. And there's 2 away quickly for Armani Smith. Still scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. 2 hits for Richmond, 1 hit for the Fightins. And the righty has gotten 2 quick outs. This is sent down the right field line, but it ropes foul. And there's strike number 1 to Armani Smith. Lehigh Valley took a 1-0 lead over Syracuse. Dalton Guthrie, an RBI single to score Scott Kingery. They're in the bottom of the 3rd, still threatening. Jersey Shore trails 4-0. Mick Abel having trouble with walks so far today. Seeing if he can right the ship. They are heading into the bottom of the 3rd at Shoretown Ballpark. Fouled back by Armani Smith, down in the count 1-2. Clearwater now leads 7-0 over Dunedin. They've already recorded 8 hits and they're only through 4. Pitch that bounces over the plate, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This is chopped foul. We'll continue. Just misses outside. It's a full count. Infield, outfield, back deep, the payoff pitch up the middle. Adam tries to get a glove on it, but he cannot. And a 2-out single for Armani Smith. Here's the number 9 hitter, Franklin Labor. He had a base hit his last time up, moved over to 3rd, but couldn't come across. Adam trying to get out of this bottom of the 5th clean, keep us scoreless here at the Diamond. When the Fightin' Phils come back up in the 6th, they'll have Acuna, Guzman, and Gazzo. But we got to get there first. There's a runner on and 2 outs here. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch strike here by Adam. Righty has seemed pretty comfortable out of the bullpen here. His first time in the bullpen this season. And one of his first few times overall, they've picked off Smith. Kevin Vicuña is going to put the tag on him himself, chasing him down to second. Adam doesn't even have to finish facing Franklin Labor, who will get to come up again in the sixth with a fresh count. But a picked off, caught stealing there for the Fightin' Phils gets them out of the fifth. So to the sixth we go, scoreless at the diamond. Reading, ready to bat.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Top of the sixth, scoreless here in Richmond, Virginia. The Fightin' Phils will send Kevin Vicuña, Jonathan Guzman, and Sal Gazzo in to face Kyle Harrison. The lefty has just 59 pitches through 5 innings of work. He's allowed 1 hit and 2 walks, and he's faced the minimum every time he's come up despite of that. Despite of that? In spite of that. I think in spite. First pitch strike, then Vicuña takes a ball. Here's the 1-1. Up the middle. Ranging Matheny, trying to run it out at first, and he can't. Out number 1 to start off the 6th. But as good as Kyle Harrison has been, Fightin' Phils, who have now on their 3rd pitcher, have been just as good. They've only allowed 3 hits, no free passes. And Leverett used a pickoff to get out of the bottom of the 5th. This is shot into left. Coming in is Rincones, and he'll make the catch on the run. That's 2 really great, well-contact balls out of Jonathan Guzman. And just unfortunate places. There's out number 2. And here is Sal Gazzo. He's going to stay on the right side, the switch hitter. Lined out to right his first time up. He'll take a first pitch strike. Phillies are going to be delayed in St. Louis. They put the tarp on the field out there. Humidity is, I'm told, 640%. It's that gross. So I don't know, in that situation, do you like pray for rain so it cools off? Not sure. A ball and a strike here to Sal with 2 outs. He takes 1 above the letters 2 and 1. This is just outside. 3 and 1 for Sal. Below the knees, and he ends up walking down to first with 2 outs. Here's the top of the order, Simone Muzziotti from the left side here. The Fightin' Phils have an opportunity, a runner on first and 2 outs. This will be the first time that Kyle Harrison does not face the minimum here. And Muzziotti's been on twice today, a hit and a walk. He pokes this in on the right side. Gazzo racing for third. He's coming around and he'll hustle in. No slide, no throw. And Muzziotti picks up a big hit here to put runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Johan Rojas up to bat. Harrison will work in his biggest jam. 2 on, 2 out. Rojas swats this up. Infield pop-up, chasing it is Fitzgerald at short. He'll make the catch. Fightin' Phils get 2 on, but they strand a ball scoreless into the bottom of the 6th here at the Diamond. And we'll see who comes out for the Fightin' Phils on the rubber in just 1 second.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Fightin' Phils will turn to Matt Seelinger here, the former Richmond Flying Squirrel, in for the bottom of the 6th. The Fightin' Phils threatened in the top half, but they couldn't get a runner around, so we are still scoreless here in the bottom half. Adam Leverett got 1 inning out of the bullpen, and he looked good. I mean, he looked comfortable, just allowing 1 hit, but he picked him off to end the inning, and he threw just 17 offerings. So Seelinger will come out for the 2nd time this series. He'll see the number 9 hitter Labor before going back to the top of the order. Saw him in Wednesday's game, 2 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts, no walks on 25 pitches, as he seems his former teammate a first pitch ball. Labor was up back in the 5th, but the pickoff brings him up again with a fresh count. Breaking ball makes it 1-1. Smacked upstairs above me. And it's 1-2. Wind picking up a little bit, pushing from right to left, still coming inside the ballpark. Sun beginning to set here in Richmond, Virginia. The official sunset time, 8:33. Of course, it'll still be light a little bit after that. Matt Seelinger, the 1-2, ground ball. Guzman takes it from a knee, stands up, fires to first. There's out number 1. To the top of the order with Mike Gigliotti. He's 0 for 2 today. I mean, most people are. There's only 3 hits for the Fightins, 2 hits for the Fightins, and 3 for the Flying Squirrels. First pitch ball here. Seelinger comes set at the chest, steps back with his left leg. Now he hurries home. In for a strike, 1-1. Seal's been a very solid part of the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. As he sends a ball into the leadoff guy. .58 ERA for Matt. About half his appearances, he's kept them scoreless. Takes a called strike in there. He went almost a month and a half into the season without giving up a home run, which is pretty cool. And he knows this ballpark better than anybody. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gigliotti. That's above the letters. And now the count is full with 1 out here in the scoreless bottom of the 6th. Matt began his career with Pittsburgh and then also spent time at Tampa. There's ball 4. And that is the first free pass issued by a Fightin' Phils pitching staff member today. As Gigliotti gets to first, here is Shane Matheny with a runner on and 1 out. Bryce Harper selected as the fan vote National League designated hitter for the All-Star game coming up. Obviously, with that broken hand, he won't play, which is a bummer, but rather have him rehab the hand and get back as soon as he can. He stated he's going to be back. And he's the kind of guy that I think will mentally will himself to get back. Going over to first is Seal. Acuna has to pick that out of the dirt. Sliding back is Gigliotti. He's a runner. 19 stolen bases out of 22 opportunities. That comes home to Matheny, 1-0 the count. That's below the knees, 2-0. Thinks about going. This is shot foul very sharply, so he has to stay put, and there's a first pitch strike. Runner on first inside. 3-1 here to Matheny with 1 out. Shuffling off the bag, another foul ball into Richmond's dugout makes the count full. Still on first is Mike Gigliotti after a walk. There is 1 out here. Scoreless bottom of the 6th. Seal working through the top of the order here with Matheny, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Why not hand him a third here? Another full count. Glove at the chest, wiggling. Payoff pitch way inside. Back-to-back walks here for Matt Seelinger. Put 2 on and just 1 out here for Diego Rincones. Philly's going to start at a delay in St. Louis as the pitching coach Matt Hockenberry comes out right now. Lehigh Valley now trails 3-1 to Rochester. They're in the bottom of the 4th at Coca-Cola Park. Jersey Shore still trails 4-0 to Hudson Valley. They're also in the bottom of the 4th. Clearwater leads Dunedin 7-1. That's a pretty good game there in the top of the 6th. And of course, we are here in the bottom of the 6th. Tied scoreless at the ballpark. Sal Gazzo coming out in this meeting at the mound, as well as Jack Conley. 2 on, just 1 out. Obviously, a double play ball could change this inning. Nobody's scored yet. First 2 walks issued by the R-Phil's bullpen. We see Francisco Morales warming up right now. Meeting at the mound, broken up. Diego Rincones comes up. He's 0 for 2 at the pair of ground balls today. First pitch strike inside. Rincones, I said, pinch hit yesterday and struck out looking. You can tell he's kind of fiery. 2 on, 1 out. Matt comes up and in, and he gets Rincones to take a hack down 0-2. Swatted foul will go again. Gigliotti on second, Matheny on first. Scoreless bottom of the 6th. Seal comes up above the head, 1-2. Griff McGarry missed on a ball up and in. That was because it was raining and he had a blister on his finger. It was also his Double-A debut, and Rincones wanted to charge him on the mound. Freesia had to step between him. Takes this down the left field line, but it ropes foul into the Fightin's bullpen, and it'll keep his count. They're actually showing you in the video exactly where that ended, in the corner of the dugout. Seal's got him 1-2 here. Just trying to finish him off. Looks back at the runner on second. Now he comes home, and a big swing and a miss. Conley puts the tag. That is a huge out, number 2 for Matt. And here's Frankie Tostado, the cleanup hitter, with 2 on and 2 out. Tostado had a double his last time up, 1 for 2 today. And now manager Sean Williams is going to come in here. And he does point to the bullpen. So we'll see Francisco Morales to get us out of this inning. We'll give him a chance to warm up. He'll come up in a jam at the bottom of the 6th. 2 on, 2 out for Frankie Tostado.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
A big moment here for Francisco Morales, trying to keep it scoreless. In the bottom of the 6th, he'll see Frankie Tostado with Gigliotti on second and Shane Matheny on first. Both of those runners belonging to Matt Seelinger. He has 2 outs here. This guy has seen a lot this season. 2 stints with the big club, recording a major league save as he uses his slider inside for strike 1. Also some time in AAA before returning here to Reading. Looks back at second. Focused on the batter, he comes home to Tostado, another breaking ball, and he gets him 0-2. Time is called. It's granted to Frankie, a lefty, here against the righty Morales. They've got a little bit of a shift as Jonathan Guzman is holding Gigliotti out on second. Scoreless through 6 here. Pretty much even on either side. Mo gets a chopper. Kevin Vicuña, underhanded throw to the covering pitcher, and he steps on the bag. What a play by the first baseman. And Morales with some good coverage. They get out of the inning without allowing any runs across. To the 7th we go, scoreless here at the Diamond. Your our Phils due up.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at ourphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or ourphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
In a very surprising twist of events, Richmond has taken out their starter, Kyle Harrison. I honestly thought he was going to go the distance here. He pitched 6 innings with just 71 offerings. He's made it over 100 twice this season. He allowed just 2 hits and no runs. And I don't know if it's just because he's young and they want to preserve him here. Sometimes they tend to deload at this point in the season, and then they'll build them back up at the end to get through, and perhaps that's part of it. But Richmond will turn to John Russell here, and the Fightin' Phils will have somebody to attack now as Wendell Rijo steps up and takes back-to-back balls. We've seen Russell once so far in this series. Gave up 3 hits and struck out 3 on 26 pitches, so he loaded the bases, but then he stranded them. We'll see what the Fightin' Phils can do against him here as Rijo is 2-1. The Fightins have 2 hits, both of them from Simone Muzziotti. This is chopped deep in the hole. It's short. Fitzgerald all the way across the diamond. Rijo, I believe he runs it out, even though Tostado can't pick it out of the dirt. That's a base hit. That's a way to start off an inning when you're scoreless. Put the pressure on here, and he hustled down the first base line. Even if Tostado had kept it in his glove, I think he would have been safe at first. And here is Jalen Ortiz. Both teams, no runs, 3 hits. Both teams, I believe, have taken, Reading has taken 3 walks. They've taken just 2. Rijo has 10 stolen bases on the season. He's going. Ball slides in, safe. Rijo nabs second, puts him in scoring position, his 11th bag on the season. That's team leading. It was up high to Jalen Ortiz, and I think it just came in a little bit too slow for Martirano to make the throw over. I mean, it wasn't a bad throw, it was just late, and so Rijo is in safely. Russell will look back at second. A ball and a strike here to Jalen. Sends it foul down the third base line. Dribbles over, gets tossed into the stand. 1-2. With the righty bat, the second baseman Matheny holding Rijo on. Ortiz rolls over on this one into the Fightin's dugout. He'll keep his count. Outside, and that evens the count 2-2. The Fightins threatened back in the 6th. They couldn't get a run across. Now they're trying here again in the 7th. Trying to break this tie late in the game. The image is not frozen here. This is just an audio stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Up the middle goes Jalen, ranging over Fitzgerald, gets it to first, but Rijo shifts to third, and the Fightin' Phils have a runner 90 feet from home plate. When we're on the road, this is just a audio live stream since we're here in Richmond. It's live because I'm calling it live. Infield's gonna come in. Rijo at third. And Jack Conley up at the plate. All he's got to do is drive this into the outfield. There's only 1 out on the board. Russell sends him a ball inside. Of course, Martirano is going to have to be solid back behind the plate. Conley chops this one foul. 1-1. No runs on 3 hits either side here. Top 7 at the Diamond. Russell working with a runner on third and 1 out. Jack Conley sends the 1-1 foul. It's going to come into the stands. Now it's 2-1. Infield in on that outfield grass edge. Wind pushing right to left. Very sharply now. A ball and 2 strikes. Jack is caught looking at the knees. Turns around, dragging his bat back to the dugout. He'll take out number 2 with him, and that's a tough out there for the Fightin' Phils. They cannot leave Wendell Rijo on third. They just can't. Here's A.J. Graffinino with a chance to bring him home. There are 2 outs. Rijo shuffles off the bag at third. This pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Martirano. 2 balls, no strikes to the left-handed hitter. Righty out of the stretch, comes home. This is ripped foul into Richmond's dugout. Nobody warming in the bullpen, so should be Francisco Morales, who come out and get his own clean frame. There's a ball that hits on the outside corner. Tough call, evens the count, 2-2. 2 outs here, top of the 7th, and we are still scoreless. Wendell Rijo on third. Here's the pitch to Graffinino, and he goes down swinging. Fightin Phils leave a runner 90 feet from home plate here in a tied ball game. 7th inning stretch time here at the Diamond. Francisco Morales out in just 1 moment.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Fightin Phils had a runner 90 feet from home plate, but they couldn't bring him down in the top of the 7th. So still scoreless here in the bottom half as Francisco Morales comes out for a fresh frame of his own after getting the final out of the 6th, and he'll try to keep it that way. Sean Roby, Tyler Fitzgerald, and Brandon Martirano due up. Roby takes the first pitch ball. 3 hits on either side late in this ball game. Mo gets a strike, 1-1. Chases a slider that moves down and away, 1-2. That slider breaks outside to righty batters, inside to lefty batters. Roby takes a big deep breath before stepping back in. They never call that pitch clock violation against the batter. It is almost exclusively called against the pitcher. Mo way inside, bumping him back 2-2. 95 on the radar gun there. Francisco Morales, number 9 in the Phillies' top 30 list, and has looked seriously good out of the bullpen here as he misses outside. A full count to start off Sean Roby. Former starter, pretty much spent all season last summer with Reading coming out of the gate. Here's the payoff pitch, bouncing it in front of the plate. He'll walk Sean Roby down to first to start off this inning. Everybody that comes up represents the go-ahead run since we are still scoreless here. And here's Tyler Fitzgerald. They're going to pinch run at first. I guess that's how little they think run is going to come in this game. I guess that's how tight it is. So Sean Roby is being replaced by Brett Arbach at first, and Roby's at third. So Arbach is an infielder. Spent time in the middle infield this series, so we'll see where they put him. But he'll be at first here for Tyler Fitzgerald. Arbach, I guess, much more aggressive on the base pass. He has 7 stolen bases. He's also been caught 5 times, though. A swinging strike here from Tyler Fitzgerald makes it 0-1. Sean Roby, though, has only had 1 stolen base, so I guess I see a little bit of a difference there. Arbach shuffles off the bag. This breaks into the zone, 0-2 for Tyler Fitzgerald. Mo looking for his first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Glove back behind his head. Now he takes a deep breath at his waist. Here's the 0-2. Bump back foul will go again. This is game number 4 of the 6-game set. Tomorrow night is a 6 o'clock start. We'll see Noah Skiro and Jake Dahlberg. And then Sunday is a 1:05 start. And back to Tuesday's starter, Reddy Colton Eastman versus Matt Frisbee. Mo gives a little look to Arbach on first. He's jumpy over there. Doesn't go, and this breaks just below the knees. 1-2 the count. Ended up being a beautiful night here in Richmond. I mean, it's been certainly very hot and humid, but Conley thinks about throwing this pitch in the dirt down to first. Count moves to 2-2. Good block there by the catcher. Cannot let anything get away from him. Here's the 2-2 runner going outside. The throw by Jack, the wrong side of the plate, or the wrong side of the base. And the tag is not in time by Salgazzo, and Arbach swipes second. Now they have the go-ahead run in scoring position here. It also breaks up the double play. And the count is now full here to Tyler Fitzgerald. Arbach is very far out there at second. A breaking ball gets Fitzgerald to chase. And there's out number 1 here in the 7th for Brandon Martirano. He's also 0 for 2 today. I mean, most people are 0 for, considering there's only 3 hits. 1 from Armani Smith, 1 from Franklin Labor, and a double from Frankie Tostado earlier in this contest. Just 3 walks issued by the R-Phil's pitching staff, and one of them, Brett Arbach, has made his way to second right now. Mo looks back. He'll come home. Inside, it gets away from Jack Conley, and he heads to third on a wild pitch. And that moves a runner at 90 feet from home, and that represents the go-ahead run. What is the manager, Dennis? They're going to send him back? Or are they saying he tipped it? I guess they're saying he tipped it, and if it was a foul ball, he's going to have to go back. And Arbach is back at second here. Pelfrey doesn't get what he's looking for, and that is a huge deep breath for the Fightin' Phils. That could end up being a game changer here in this frame. Doesn't get over to third, so he's still at second with 1 out. Here's the 0-1 to Martirano. This is outside. He doesn't chase. 1-1. This is a wild pitch that gets past Jack Conley. Now he'll go to third, and that's 100% a wild pitch. They had another opportunity there, but Arbach gets to third, and that's why they put him in as the pinch runner. The Fightin' Phils infield is going to come in here. Outside, good stop by Jack. It's 3-1. Infield in. Here's a 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Mo looking for out number 2 here in this frame. Tied at 0. Bottom 7. Brett Arbach on third. Shot into left. It's going to drop in. Jogging home is Arbach. Taking 2 is Brett Martirano, and he has broken this tie here in the 7th with an RBI double. Richmond leads 1-0. Runner on second here with just 1 out. Mo going after Armani Smith. There's nobody up in the bullpen. They want him to do this as he gets strike 1 on a breaking ball. Martirano breaking the tie. Richmond leads 1-0 here. Crowd was overjoyed. The crowd of 5,198, the official attendance. Takes a pitch inside, 1-1. Mo deals in the dirt, 2-1. Game has slowed down almost to a screeching halt here in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies still in a rain delay at Busch Stadium. Lehigh Valley trails by just 1 now. Dalton Guthrie, another RBI double to score Scott Kingery. That's fun. We're in the bottom of the 5th at Coca-Cola Park. Mo gets him 2-2 here with 1 out and a runner on second. Jersey Shore has put up 3 runs. They trail Hudson Valley by 2 now. Carlos De La Cruz homered Casey Martin home. This is fouled back. We'll go again. And Clearwater still leads 7-1 to Dunedin. They're through 7. Taylor Lehman's rehab was transferred to Clearwater, and he's in the game right now. 2 clean innings of work, 2 strikeouts on 23 pitches. Here's the 2-2, a breaking ball in the dirt. Conley puts the tag on him after he chases. And there is out number 2 here for Francisco Morales. Still working around Martirano at second. Here's the number 9 hitter, Franklin Labor. And now somebody's up in the bullpen as Francisco reaching 28 pitches. We'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Johan Camargo also getting some rehab work in with Lehigh Valley. He's walked once, struck out once. He's up to bat right now. So I'll let you know what he does. Starting the wave here at the Diamond. You don't see the wave too much anymore. That's McKinley Moore out in the bullpen. He had just an out yesterday. 1 out, it was a strikeout looking, and he threw only 3 pitches. So he's available to come in today. Obviously, he only got in the game for a little bit, but he still went through that entire warm-up stint. Morales is trying to find his footing on the rubber, cleaning off his cleats back behind the plate. Runner on, 2 outs. Here's the number 9 hitter, Franklin Labor. Morales That's a first pitch inside. Martirano broke this tie with an RBI double here in the 7th. We've been in the 7th for quite a while. When we come back in the top of the 8th, the Fightin' Phils will have Vicuña, Guzman, and Gazzo. This comes into the strike zone, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Mo takes a big deep breath, glove at the waist, runner on second. Gets a swinging strike out of Labor. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 7, they lead by just 1. Trying to keep it that way when your team comes up to bat in the top half. Shuffling off the bag is Martirano out there, but he gets him. Swinging, Franklin Labor down on strikes. Morales strikes out the side, but he does allow a run to cross. Richmond leads 1-0 to the 8th we go. Here at the Diamond, your Fightin' Phils looking for some heat.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner in Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Fightin' Phils come into the top of the 8th down by 1. Kevin Vicuña, Jonathan Guzman, and Sal Gazzo are due up in this frame. Since Arbach came into pinch run, he's going to stay in the game at second. Shane Matheny moved over to third since Sean Roby was the one that came out. So Matheny at third and Arbach at second now. And a pitching change here for the Richmond Flying Squirrels as John Russell is done after 1. Clay Helvey in here, the righty. And the Fightin' Phils have not seen him yet this series. Began the year in High A Eugene and joined Double A Richmond on June 24th. Quick meeting at the mound. They're going to count that as a meeting at the mound before this inning. Since he wanted that extra time, they're going to take it. Fightin' Phils are going to try to do damage on this rookie. They are down by just 1 here. Tie it up and then some. Two outings so far in Double A for Helvey, an inning and 2/3 of work. Walked 2, struck out 3, has not given up a hit yet. First pitch ball to Kevin Vicuña. Second one hits the inside corner, 1-1. Kevin is 0 for 2 today. 3 hits for the Fightins, 2 out of Muziati, 1 from Rijo. 4 hits for the Flying Squirrels, but they do have a run. Helvey misses outside, 95 with the fastball. And Vicuña leads in the count, 2-1. Played for 3 different colleges. Started at the College of Charleston, CFC. Had 6 appearances there, then transferred to St. John's River State College. And then transferred again to the University of Tampa. As Kevin bumps that back foul, it's 2-2. Finished collegiate career there. And then was drafted in the 22nd round by the Giants in 2018. So has played now in his 4th professional season. Coming set at the waist, the righty. Here's the 2-2 outside. And the count is full here to Kevin, trying to start it off with the base runner. Obviously, everybody that comes up to the plate for the Fightin' Phils here will represent the tying run. Down by just 1 here. They have 6 outs left to go. Here's the payoff pitch. Kevin goes up the middle. The R Phils will start off the bottom of the 8th, getting a base runner to first. That's the tying run, and Jonathan Guzman will now represent the go-ahead run. Nice piece of hitting there by Kevin on a full count offering. Saw the Fightin' Phils do damage in the top of the 9th yesterday, late in the game to take the win. Looking for back-to-back wins here. Leading over is Helvey, shakes off his catcher Mark Toronto. Here's Jonathan Guzman, 2 very well hit balls in the air. Hasn't been able to drop something in. He's gonna go with small ball over to third. They're able to get him, but they move Vicuña over to second, a sacrifice bunt. That's 2 sacrifice bunts in 2 days for Guzman. He knows how to get the job done. And there's always a chance that he can run it out. And Kevin is now at second here with 1 out for Salgazzo. I wonder if they try to move him over again. Looking back at second is Helvey. Now he comes home. Hits the corner of the strike zone to Salgazzo. Swing and a miss. Down 0-2. Runner on second, down by 1 here. Top of the 8th, 1 out on the board. Helvey looks back at second. Sal batting from the left side here against the righty. Takes the ball outside. 1-2. Way outside. Good pop by Mark Toronto. Kevin's had 5 stolen bases this season. He's also been caught 3 times. I am not sure if they'd risk it here with 2 strikes. That third baseman has moved back. And the shortstop Fitzgerald is holding him on. Gazzo strikes out swinging on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And there is out number 2. Fightin' Phils are running out of time here, down by 1. They have Vicuña on second, and the guy who's been doing it all day will come up here. This is Simone Muziati, 2 hits and a walk. He'll try to drive in Vicuña. He had his first home run of his season yesterday. He only has 5 career home runs, 6 now. He takes the first pitch strike at the knees. This misses outside, 1-1. Kevin, a leadoff single moved over on the sac bunt. Now there's 2 outs, and he's still there. Righty on lefty matchup. Muzi takes a wild pitch in the dirt. Martirano keeps it in front of him. And the count moves 2-1. Reading down by 1 run here. Top 8. Looking back at second is Helvey. Wild pitch again. Martirano keeps it in front of him. And it's 3-1. Following Muzziotti is Rojas, so we're in a good spot in the order here. There are 2 outs, but the Fightin' Phils have done damage with 2 outs this season. Acuna shuffles off the bag at second. He'll be going on contact. Here's the 3-1 outside, ball 4. Muzi is on base for the 4th time tonight. 2 hits, 2 walks. Fightins have 2 on now. The tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. And Johan Rojas up at the plate, who is due for a hit here. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Paul Segura. Rojas 0 for 3 today. All different ways. Ground out, strikeout, pop out. Helvey has not allowed a hit until this game in Double-A, although he's only had 2 appearances. Had a 3.12 ERA in High A Eugene. 40 strikeouts over 26 innings. Still has not allowed a run in Double-A. They've started warming up Ryan Walker. Tostado takes some sort of message here from this meeting on the mound, and he runs it out to the shortstop, Fitzgerald. I don't know why Fitzgerald didn't come in, but the first baseman had something to say, so he passes along the message. Now he heads back to first as Asagura back in the dugout. Fightin' Phils have 2 on and 2 out. Acuna on second, Muzziotti on first, Johan Rojas up at the plate, and the first offering from Helvey is a called strike inside. Looks back at the runner on second. Chopped foul. He's down 0-2. Rojas has had 10 hits since joining the Fightin' Phils last week. He's reached base successfully every time in every game so far. Helvey looks back. Here's the 0-2. It's in the dirt. He holds off. He's played in every game so far, which is something he really prides himself in. 2 on, 2 out for the Fightin' Phils. They're down by 1 in the top of the 8th. Helvey looks back. The catcher sets up outside. Rojas goes up the middle. Wing raved home is Kevin Acuna. It's misplayed by Gigliotti, and the Fightin' Phils will tie this up. Rojas is pumped out there at first. An RBI single ties this game up. One, top 8. Muzziotti gets himself to third. So runners on the corners here for Wendell Rijo, the hottest hitter on the team. I know somebody's warming in the bullpen for Richmond. It doesn't look like Pelfrey's going to come out here as Rijo steps in the box, so they'll give Helvey another batter. Rijo has batted .400 in the last 10 games. 12 hits to his name. Scored 9 runs of his own, batted in 7. Takes a first pitch ball from Helvey. Runners on the corners here. Tie ball game. This is upstairs. He checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2-0. Good bat control there. So Rojas does get credit for a single here and an RBI as Kevin came home. There was an error on Gigliotti that allowed him to advance to third. This is dropped into center, and Wendell Rijo will put the go-ahead run on the board. Fightin' Phils lead 2-1 in the top of the 8th inning, and for the second game in a row, late and close, Rijo gets the job done. Fightin' Phils are not giving up tonight. Poked that off his bat and sent it right in front of Gigliotti. And now Dennis Pelfrey has seen enough. He'll take the ball away from Helvey. We'll take a quick break to allow the reliever to warm up. Stuck in the top of the 8th in a very good way. Our Phils lead Richmond 2-1. Richmond calls upon Ryan Walker here with Jalen Ortiz up to bat. 2 on, 2 out for the Fightin' Phils. With 2 outs, they've scored 2 runs, and they now lead 2-1 here in the top of the 8th. Walker is 3rd appearance. Pitched back on Wednesday night and then yesterday. That's not right. He pitched back on Monday night and Wednesday night. On Monday night, he had 2 outs. He got hammered a little bit. And then on Wednesday night, he just needed 1 out. That's what they called him upon. Righty throws hard here against Ortiz, ties him up inside. 1-2 the count. So I'm surprised that they put him in here in this. And this is a very high leverage situation. The Phils up by just 1. Trying to do some more damage. Rojas on second, Rijo on first. Ortiz up at the plate. Here's the 1-2 way inside, bumping him out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like it'll be McKinley Moore who comes in the bottom of the 8th. Fightin' Phils were down by 1 coming into this frame. Back-to-back hits by Rojas and Rijos. This is shot up to center field, coming back Gigliotti, and he'll make the catch. The Fightin' Phils, though, they end up getting 2 runs on 3 hits. Tie it up and take the lead. They lead 2-1 to the bottom of the 8th we go. Looks like McKinley Moore out in just a moment.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils in all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
The Fightin' Phils will call upon McKinley Moore for the bottom of the 8th inning with a 1-run lead. It was tied 0-0 to the bottom of the 7th inning. An RBI from Brandon Martirano put the Flying Squirrels up 1-0. In the top of the 8th, the Fightin' Phils came right back. Kevin Vicuña led off with a single, moving over on Jonathan Guzman's sac bunt. Muziati walked, and then Rojas drove home the first run. Wendell Rijo followed that with an RBI single of his own, and that's how they lead 2-1 here. And Mack will come up for the 2nd game straight. We saw him yesterday getting the final out of the 8th. 3 pitches, a strikeout. And now we'll see Mike Gigliotti on the inside, ball 1. So we'll see how he goes on back-to-back days. We haven't seen a lot of times where Sean Williams does the back-to-back days. We've seen Marconi a couple times, and Bobby Rossman did it once this season. Obviously, you only got 3 pitches yesterday, but you still go through that active warming up, and I'm just saying it's atypical. 2 balls, no strikes, top of the order here for Mack. Matheny and Rincones also on deck. The righty comes home. High velo inside, 96. And he gets him 3-0. Obviously, everybody that comes up here represents the tying run. The Arphils only have a 1-run lead here late in this game. This is turning into a very similar contest from yesterday on 4 straight pitches. Mack walks Gigliotti down to first, and there's a runner on with nobody out for Shane Matheny. 4 hits so far for the Richmond Flying Squirrels, and 5 hits for the Fightin' Phils. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's Shane Matheny from the left side. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Yesterday, Mack caught Tyler Fitzgerald looking. I hope we do not see Fitzgerald in this frame. That would mean things have gone awry. Gigliotti has 19 stolen bases on 22 attempts. He stays put at first, and now Mack gets a strike here. Hopefully he can take a deep breath and settle in. Goes over to first. Vicuña puts the tag on, not in time. Gets 2 step-offs per at-bat. Obviously wants to let Gigliotti know he's keeping a close eye on him. He's certainly a guy that will try to take off if he can, although I imagine they'll be aggressive but careful with the base runner here. This is sent foul into Richmond's dugout. And that makes it 1-2. Looking for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Richmond, the home team, will bat last in the 9th. They have 6 outs left. The Fightin' Phils still have the top of the 9th, so they have 3 outs left. Outside, good frame by Jack Conley. They don't get the call they're looking for. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mac deals, fouled back, will go again. Runner on first, nobody out. McKinley Moore deals. 96 above the letters, and the count is now full. A walk allowed Gigliotti to reach. Doesn't want to do it again. Here's the payoff pitch. Big swing and a miss. Cuts him on the inside. And Matheny will take out number 1 back to the dugout with him. Here in the bottom of the 8th with the runner on is Diego Rincones. He's 0 for 3. 2 ground balls and a strikeout, though. First time we'll see Mac here. Shot out to right center, racing over is Rojas. It's going to drop in. Being waved around home, the throw from Jonathan. Way over the head of Jack, and they tie it up. An RBI double from Diego Rincones. Makes it 2-2. Gigliotti put some speed on as he came around all the way from first. Go ahead run now on second as Mac will handle Frankie Tostado. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. This is sent foul back to the net. 0-2. Big swing and a miss, 98 up and away from McKinley Moore. Frankie Tostado goes back to the dugout without number 2. And this is Brett Arbach. His first at-bat of the game came into pinch run in the 7th, ended up scoring and then went to second base in the top of the 8th. He'll come up with Rincones out on second. And 2 away, we are tied at 2 apiece. This hits at the knees, strike 1. This has been what an interesting contest. Pitcher's duel through the first 6. And now we've gone back and forth. And back again. This hits the inside corner. He's got him 0-2. looking to keep it tied. Is McKinley Moore give his team a chance in the top of the 9th? They did it yesterday. Can they do it again today? Inside. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. Phillies are just beginning their game in Missouri. That was a rain delay. Jersey Shore is now in a rain delay. They're in Jersey. And Lehigh Valley is down by 3. Big swing and a miss. Mack strikes out the side, but he does give up an RBI double to tie this up. Into the 9th we go. 2 runs apiece.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Two runs for the Fightins, 2 runs for the Flying Squirrels as we enter the 9th inning, all tied up, just as we did yesterday. Ryan Walker will stay in this game after getting the final out of the 8th. He'll see Jack Conley, AJ Graffinino, and Kevin Vicuña here. Of course, Richmond gets the bottom half. They are home today, but Reading trying to get the advantage before we get there. I do think we'll see Brian Marconi in, mainly because there's a lefty warming in the bullpen, and he's the only lefty out of the bullpen. Here's the 1-0. Conley takes a swinging strike. 1-1. Jack walked in the first, struck out twice since then. Lead has changed hands twice now. Richmond took it in the bottom of the 7th. The Fightin' Phils got on top in the top of the 8th, and now we're tied at 2 in the top of the 9th. Jack takes a pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike. Walker takes a deep breath. This is a ball down and away. Jack trying to get on base here. Everybody that comes up represents the go-ahead run here. Fightin' Phils of 6 hits to the Flying Squirrels 5. Jack leads this count 3-1. Takes a strike. 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped to third, foul. Jack back in the righty batter's box. The payoff pitch again to third, this time playable for Matheny. He'll fire to first. There's out number 1. Here's what's getting me. The bullpen with the bullpen game today, it's kind of burned. We've gone through a lot of people. We've already gone through 6. Looks like Brian is up. Trying to think about who could come in. Braden Zarbniski pitched 2 days ago. Tyler McKay threw yesterday with 22 pitches. As Graffinino takes a first pitch strike here, one away, top of the 8th. Sends it back. Now he's down 1-2. Mike Adams is definitely available. I shouldn't say definitely. I mean, what do I know? And Jack Perkins. So there's actually and Carlo Reyes. Okay, there's a couple arms. I feel a little bit better after looking at the sheet. There's a couple arms. 1-2 here to Graffinino. Fightin' Phils are looking to get the lead here and then put Marconi in. Righty on lefty matchup. AJ shoots this sky high into shallow left. Rincones makes the catch. There's 2. Here's Kevin Vicuña. He had a base hit to start off the 8th and then came around to score. The Fightin' Phils actually did all of that damage with 2 outs on the board. Can they do it again? Cut on and miss, strike 1. Kevin sends this foul, 0-2. 2 runs on either side here, tied up in the top of the 9th. Vicuña chases for strike 3, a 1-2-3 frame. Down go the Fightins in the top of the 9th. They'll try to preserve the scoreless game in the bottom half and go to extras here at the ballpark in Richmond, Virginia. Fightin' Phils will call upon Brian Marconi for the 2nd day in a row. This situation is different than yesterday. He was trying to preserve a 2-run save, which he did on 19 pitches to record his team high 11th save of the season. Also, Eastern League leading 11th save of the season. Now he'll come in and try to keep this ball game 2-2. Fightins are looking for extras here. They want to get down. They want to get to the 10th. They'll see Tyler Fitzgerald, Brandon Martirano, and Armani Smith here. 6 through 8 in the order. Lefty comes in for a strike, and he gets it. This is the 7th pitch of the game here for the Fightin' Phils. It's a bullpen game, so we knew a lot of guys were going to be used. Marconi misses outside, 1-1. The most amount of pitchers we've seen in a 9-inning game for the Fightins was 8 back on June 26th at Binghamton. The most pitchers we've seen in extra innings contest is actually less, with 7. That was a 12-inning game. Can you believe that? That's crazy. 2 balls and a strike here, lefty on righty matchup. This hits, and it's 2-2. If we get to the 10, both teams will start with a placed runner. So in the Fightin' Phils case, that'll be Kevin Vicuña. He made the last out of the 9th, which is a great person to have on the base pass. This is a drop, 3rd strike. Jack Conley will throw down to first. It's good. There's out number 1. 3 consecutive strikeouts for the Flying Squirrels, 2 tracking back to McKinley Moore. His final line, 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts on 18 pitches. And here's Brandon Martirano, who had that RBI double in the 7th to break a scoreless tie. Won't have somebody on here to break this tie in the bottom of the 9th. Of course, he could do it by himself as he takes this out to left center field. Bounces into the wall. Muzziotti fires it in. A stand-up double for Brandon Martirano. Back-to-back doubles in his at-bat. Will put the go-ahead run on second with 1 out. Here's Armani Smith. Shot out to left, should be playable for Simone Muzziotti. Backing up at the warning track, he makes the catch. Martirano thinks about tagging, but he slips. I don't know if it would have been a good idea to tag anyways. Either way, he stays at second. He looks a little frustrated, so you know what? He pats himself on his chest as he looks at his manager. My bad. I think he was going to tag. He looks frustrated. He probably was going to try to go, although I don't know if I'd run on Muzi. I mean, Fightin' Phils have 30 outfield assists this season. He had one yesterday in the top of the 9th, or in the bottom of the 9th, excuse me. Now there's 2 outs on the board here, and they are going to let Franklin Labor bat. Yesterday they pinch hit for him in this situation. And Marconi is keeping this 2-2 tie. Both teams 6 hits, both teams 1 error. First pitch ball, then a big strike from Franklin Labor. There is a runner on second. That represents the winning run since we're in the bottom of the 9th at home for the Flying Squirrels. Not if Brian Marconi has anything to say about this. Big swing and a miss. Labor tied up on the inside. Marconi takes a big deep breath. 2 outs, a runner on second. Here's the 1-2 inside. Good pick by Jack Conley. Goes to 2-2. Tied at 2. Tied at 6 hits. Martirano at second. 2 outs, bottom 9. Here's a 2-2. Inside, it's 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch outside, ball 4. Martirano stays at second. Labor walks down to first. 2 on, 2 out. Here's Mike Gigliotti as we go back to the top of the order. Jack Conley comes out. He gives the sign to his teams. Two on, 2 out for Marconi. We're still tied at 2 here, bottom of the 9th, but of course Richmond trying to walk it off here. First pitch ball inside. They've walked it off 4 times this season. 3 times in the 10th and 1 in the 9th. This hits the corner. Crowd not happy with that call. It's 1-1. Two on, 2 out here for Bryan. Here's the 1-1 to Gigliotti. Just below the knees, 2-1. Bryan up to pitch number 16. Luckily, yesterday's outing, he only needed 19 offerings. Martirano at second, Labor at first. 2 outs here, bottom of the 9th. Big swing and a miss. He's got 1 strike to put us in the 10th. Coming set, glove at the waist. Here's the 2-2, outside, full count. Two runners on. Here's the payoff pitch, swing, and he gets a piece of it to stay alive. Man, could this be any more entertaining? Now you just want to see Marconi get the job done here. 2 runners on, tied at 2, bottom 9. 2 outs, here's the payoff pitch. Shot out to center, racing back is Rojas at the wall, he makes the catch. You can't listen to the crowd there. They have no sense of depth perception, and that ends the game. I mean, not the game, but the 9. That ends the 9. We're tied at 2. Gigliotti thought he had that one, but he doesn't. 2-2. Top of the 10th. Here we go. Extras on the road, fans. Do not go anywhere. Top of the 10th here at the Diamond, and we are tied up at 2. Both teams 2 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. We will use the placed runners here in extra innings in AA. So Kevin Vicuña will head out to second. Of course, Richmond will have the same setup in the bottom of the 10th, but the Fightin' Phil's looking to take advantage here. Jonathan Guzman up. He's going to lay down the bunt. It's going to roll foul. He's already had that sac bunt once today. He's going to have to go back. I imagine he'll try it again. They just trying to shift Vicuña to third. Blake Rivera takes the rubber here. We saw him yesterday, so everybody's getting back-to-back days here in a heavy pitching contest. Rivera yesterday, 1 inning on 8 pitches, clean. Playing in at first and third. Lays down the bunt. It's perfectly. The catcher is going to throw it to first. It goes wild. Kevin's going to score, and the Fightin' Phils get the go-ahead run. They're up 3-2 in the 10th. It's going to go in as an error on the pitcher, or the catcher, excuse me. Guzzi makes his way all the way to second. I think it was a perfect bunt either way. We'll see if they give him, I think they're not going to give him a hit there. That would have been close. And heads up base running by Kevin Vicuña gets himself home. The Fightin' Phils up 3-2 in the 10th. Can they do some more damage here and make it a little bit tougher in the bottom half? They're going to pinch hit here for Salgazzo. It's Aldrum Corridor who will come up here with a runner on second and nobody out. I like this lefty here against the righty. Corridor having the day off today. And manager Sean Williams does not pinch hit very often. This is just the second time this season. Corridor slams this into right. Racing over and making the catch is Laborde. Tagging is Guzzi, and he gets himself into third. Not exactly how they drew it up, but he does advance. That was a heck of a catch. They're checking to see if he tagged up. I think that was really well played by Guzzi, because he did wait and then hustle over. It wasn't exactly a play where you knew he would catch it right off the bat. I think it was a good choice to hesitate there. He does get himself over to third on Corridor's line out to right. And now the infield's going to come in. There's just 1 out. Muziani sends this into right. They're going to make the catch. Guzman racing in. The play at the plate is no good. He dives in. Fightin' Phils up 4-2. Ends up being a sacrifice fly. I'm using air quotes. A sacrifice line out for Simone Muziati. And a good hustle there by Guzzi to get in. The R-Phils lead 4-2. There's 2 outs now. Here's Johan Rojas. Rojas an RBI single his last time up. Sends this over the head of the third baseman, Matheny. He's going to take 2. Here's the play at second. No, a stand-up double for Johan Rojas. Most people would have stopped at first with ease. They would have been happy with the single, not Rojas. Cruises into second. A double. And he gets himself into scoring position, but Wendell Rijo. Rijo another 2 hits in this game, including an RBI in the 8th. He's now had 14 hits in his last 10 games. Comes up with a runner in scoring position. The R-Phils lead by 2. They would love to lead by more. Takes the first pitch inside by Blake Rivera, strike 1. When the Richmond Flying Squirrels come up in the bottom half, Gigliotti will get to start out at second as that place runner. They'll get that too. Rijo swats this into right center. It's a blooper. Coming over, though, and making the catch is Gigliotti. That will retire the Fightin' Phils, but not before they put 2 runs on the board. They lead 4-2. And coming out of the bullpen is Mike Adams here in a save situation in the bottom of the 10th inning here at the Diamond. Bottom of the 10th, here is Mike Adams on for the save here. They'll start with Gigliotti out on second. The place runner, here's Shane Matheny, Diego Rincones, and Frankie Tostado, the heart of Richmond's order. But the Fightin' Phils put up 2 runs in the top of the 10th. They lead 4-2 as Adams, a first pitch ball. A second pitch is at the knees. He checked his swing, but he didn't go around. 2-2. 2-0. Mike Adams here with a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 10th. The Fightin' Phils have seen extra innings 5 times this season. That's bumped back foul by Matheny. 2-1. They're 1-4 in extras. So we'll see what they can do here. And Richmond is 4-1 in extras. So a chance to change it up. Big chance to change it up. Adams hits the outside corner, a late strike call by Velez, and it's 2-2. Home crowd booing with that call. They do have a runner on second, as Reading did. They bunted him over, and an error allowed a run to score. Surprised that Richmond is not trying the same bunt situation. Matheny chases an off-speed pitch. Adams gets out number 1 here. Here is Diego Rincones with 1 away, runner on second, down by 2. Adams, no saves on the season. He does have a team high 5 wins. Sends a first pitch ball to Rincones. He had an RBI double his last time up. Gigliotti shuffles off the bag at center. He takes a strike. Glove back behind the head for Adams. Looks back at the runner on second. Now he comes home. This is popped into the net, foul, down 1-2. Adams 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th. Comes home to Rincones. Holds off on a pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Sends it out into the stands, foul. He'll keep his 2-2 count. Bottom 10 here on the road in Richmond, Virginia. So they are trying to walk it off, not if Mike Adams can help it. He's already got 1 out here. He does have that place runner out on second. Here's a 2-2. Out to left, should be playable for Muzziotti. He comes in and makes the catch. And now Richmond is down to their final out here. They do have Gigliotti out on second, so Tostado will represent the tying run. The lefty will see the righty Mike Adams with 1 out left to go. Inside, strike 1. Sent out to left field, it's foul. Muzziotti chasing it over into the bullpen. He can't make the catch as he falls over. The guys hurry to make sure he's okay out there. He seemingly is as he jogs back to left. What a hustle. Runner on second, 2 outs on the board. Here's the 0-2. Popped up, should be playable for Muzzy, deep and left. Coming over, he makes the catch, that'll do it. The R-Phils win in extras today, 4-2. It was Jonathan Guzman's sacrifice bunt in the top half, provoked an error out of the catcher, and the Fightin' Phils scored the go-ahead run. They tacked on one more just in case. Mike Adams picks up the win here, and the R-Phils tie this series up at 2. Big win for the Fightin' Phils here, 4-2 in 10. Tomorrow's game, a 6 o'clock start. We'll see Noah Skiro versus Jake Dahlberg here at the Diamond, so we move up a half hour. Fans, thanks so much for joining me. What a game. Your R-Phils win 4-2 in 10.